Hello everyone, welcome back to Blockbuster Reviews. So, finally the 2025 Hollywood Awards season is over, with the main highlight being the Oscars, which were held on the 2nd of March. Now, every year in the Oscars, 10 movies are shortlisted for the Best Picture category. Normally, each one of these movies is nominated for multiple other Oscars, but usually only one movie trumps in its attainment of the majority of the Oscars and beats everyone to it. This year, that movie was unexpectedly Anora. The remarkable thing about Anora is that Anora was produced in a very, very limited budget because it was an independent film. And as opposed to other movies that were nominated for Oscars in the Best Picture category, this movie had a remarkably small budget. For instance, Dune 2, which was also nominated, had a production budget of $190 million. And even a simple movie like Conclave was produced for $20 million. But Anora was produced for only $6 million, and yet it was nominated for 6 Oscars for the Best Original Screenplay, Best Editing, Best Director, Best Picture, Best Female in a leading role, and Best Male in a supporting role. And it won 5 out of those 6 awards. The only award that it did not win was the Best Supporting Actor Male. The other remarkable thing about this movie is that this movie was a brainchild of Sean Baker. And Sean Baker was nominated for 4 Oscars for this movie. He was nominated for the Best Original Screenplay, which he wrote himself. He was nominated for the Best Editor. He edited the movie himself. He was the director of the movie. He was nominated for that, and he was one of the producers, so he was nominated for that category as well. And it has never happened in 97-year Oscar history that somebody won in all 4 of these categories on the same night. But Sean Baker made history, and so did Anora, when he won in every single category, creating a clean sweep, which, like I said, has never happened in Oscars before. So it's one man winning 4 Oscars in the same night. Remarkable achievement. Take a look at this.
And the Oscar goes to Anora, Sean Baker.
And the Oscar goes to Anora, Sean Baker.
And the Oscar goes to Anora, Sean Baker!
And the Oscar goes to? Are they playing us off?
No. Well, maybe.
Anora.
So, are you intrigued about how a small independent film, Anora, could beat 9 other powerhouses in the Oscars to get the Best Picture? Let's take a look at the interesting story behind Anora.
Anora is a story of a sex worker by the name of Anora, or Annie for short. Anora is living a life of ordinary means when one day she's hired by the son of a Russian mafia kingpin who becomes a bit possessive of her and starts wanting her to be exclusive with him. In the heat of passion, he asks her to marry him, and then they get married. Anora marries him for money, of course, and he marries her for lust. The rest of the movie is a heartbreaking but comical tale about what happens to a bond with this kind of foundation.
Deal.
If I get married to an American, I wouldn't have to go back to Russia.
Okay, so we should marry.
And do you, Anora, take this handsome gentleman to your...
Да я был с ним 2 недели назад буквально. Он не женат.
Well, you did tell them, right?
Иван-Джан, открой дверь, пожалуйста. Надо разговор.
Ваня, what the fuck?
Ты женился на ней? Да.
What the fuck is going on here?
Они написали, что она проститутка, блядь.
Like, what do you do to get all of this?
I am telling you, you do not know this guy.
Vanya!
It's a fraud marriage, and we're getting in an old ASAP.
Oh my fucking god.
Be a fucking man and talk to me.
Now, let me be very clear about one thing. While Anora is a very, very interesting movie because it addresses the deep, dark, layered psychology of people, what their incentives are, what their driving forces are, how greed and passion makes them make weird and bad choices in life. Unfortunately, this movie is not for the faint-hearted, not because of the subject of the movie, but because of what they've shown in the movie as regards the R-rated scenes. The R-rated scenes seem more like X-rated scenes, to be honest. It's not a family movie at all. It's not some movie that you can watch with your kids or even somebody who you have kind of respect for. I wish that the movie had a censored version available because the movie gives out a very, very interesting and a very, very powerful message. But it's all wrapped up in all these very dirty scenes, which is frankly a bit inappropriate for the people who are religious-minded or people who are conservative-minded. The movie has won critical acclaim, there's no doubt about that, but it's not for everyone. If you do get the chance to see a censored version of the movie, I would recommend that you see it, and you can see it with your loved ones as well. But if you are of conservative mind, then perhaps it's just best to skip over some of the scenes and get down to the second half of the movie, which is really where the emotional action all is. So that was my review of the movie. I give this movie a solid 7 out of 10. I've cut those marks because of the inappropriate scenes that they show in the movie. So see you next time. Thank you very much.